surprised if there's vending machines all over Japan. And so everywhere, like just on a random street, there's like all these drinks. So I want to try one, but I thought I would know what they are. Dang, all ones I want are out. Let's try this. See what it is. I think it's some kind of coffee. Cold black coffee. Okay. Alright, here we go.
So I have to say that today we have like some no footage, and it is, I don't have my watch on, but it is like 5 o'clock now. And we're just now leaving the house. But we got up this morning and our host had a group of ladies over for tea and a discussion. So we hung out with them and talked to them for a while. They asked questions about the US and we got to talk to them about Japan. It was all mothers.
So fun. We didn't talk to them.
Yeah, and so then they stayed for lunch and they made us Japanese noodles and vegetable soups. And so we ate that, and some of them hung around and we got to eat cookies and have more tea with them. But I just, with us still being kind of new at making these videos, I just don't know, how to approach asking if we can film them and put them on YouTube and stuff. So I didn't get any footage of it, but we still have more events where we're going to be with people at the house, and so maybe then we'll get more comfortable with my ask.
We'll talk to them, yes.
But so now there's some, I guess, little Japanese markets not too far from the house, so we're walking towards those, and we're gonna go see what kind of, I don't know, maybe souvenirs or just shops that there are. So that's where we're heading now, so let's see what we can find there.
Okay, so our impression of Japan so far is really, really good. We love it. First of all, it is super clean. Like, it's abnormal to see trash. And then it seems super safe. We had heard that before we came, but we can definitely tell it seems really safe. And everyone's really friendly. And so Tokyo definitely reminds me of New York City, but like a cleaner, safer version and not as flashy. Like there's kind of a area that kind of looks like Times Square, but not as like big and with the lights everywhere, but still really cool, really fun city. So yeah, I'm a big fan so far.
Yeah, one thing that we've noticed too is that there are no trash cans around in the streets at all. And so supposedly people just walk miles with their trash until they find someplace to actually throw it away, because they just have such a respect for their city and not for throwing anything away. But I mean, even like the streets are very like nice streets, like no cracks or bumps. They're just pristine black asphalt streets, and I don't know. It's so far just, it's a stark difference between Thailand and Tokyo. So we're really enjoying our time here right now. Good morning, guys. We just left our host home at, it's 10 o'clock, I guess, but we're heading down the subway to go to a museum.
Kabuki Museum.
Yeah, Kabuki Museum. One of the women from the tea time yesterday was so nice, and she brought us tickets to go today. So we're gonna do that, and then we also gonna go see the Imperial Palace, we think, and maybe some other museums, but we do have to be back for a 7:30 ramen dinner with our hosts. So we're gonna try to get out and see Tokyo and see some of the sights before we have to get back for dinner. So here we go for another subway adventure as we try to find our way through this massive city.
I think we figured out the subway. I think we got it. since we've had noodles for the past about 5 meals, including breakfast, Donnie gets to pick the restaurant today for lunch.
I'm going to cherish this moment. Okay, so we just went to LL Bean inside of a mall and we got Aubrey a packable jacket.
It's good.
And so we bailed on the food court. It was just a little too expensive. And so I found something that's a little bit cheaper that I think we'll probably like. So in this Wendy's, it's a lot more different than the McDonald's that we went to as far as the menu goes, which is surprising to me for some reason. But
it's very different. Like they have, it's like spaghetti and some noodles with avocado and some kind of meat. Not what I expect from Wendy's. And they have bread bowls of some soup.
Umami sandwiches. Here, let's just show you. So here you have spaghetti with avocados, different types of spaghettis. This one looks like it has a spider on top, but I know it's not a spider. An umami burger. Oh, and bread bowls, yeah, like Aubrey said, with soups. So we walked this huge long pathway with all the other tourists that are coming up here. And so we thought we were approaching the palace, that we would be going inside the Imperial Palace. But then you just come to this dead end. And there's a police officer. And everybody just comes to this fence and taking pictures of this river, of this moat. And that's it. So I don't know what to do now. I don't know where we go.
Can't get close enough for a good picture, so this was a bust.
Let's go see if we can find like another way around, or I don't know. I don't know what you do here. So it does turn out that this is the palace, and this bridge you go across to get into the main gate right here, and it'll take you up, and that's where like ambassadors go to, and they're saying that's where the emperor comes from whenever he leaves, but slightly disappointing.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed.
Let's go see if we can find a better view, maybe this direction. See if we can get to the front of it.
So we finally made it into the east gardens of the palace. Still not sure if we can actually go in the palace or not, but these gardens look like they're gonna be cool. There's pretty gates and stuff, so we'll see.
So we left the Emperor's Palace Gardens, which was nice, but it was free, which is kind of cool, but there wasn't a whole lot to it, so we went ahead and headed out on the subway to go to the Kabuki gallery, I think, that the person gave us tickets to. So we're going to go up and find that real quick, coming out of the subway. So we're learning in Kabuki theater, like these big horses that are used for the actors, but then on this side they show these small horses, and they'll have children actors get inside the small horses, and they'll be towards the back of the stage. It causes it to look like there's perspective, so it looks like the adult actor and the horses are way far away, even though it's just a child actor and a small horse. So that's kind of a neat little technique of creating a different little perspective in a play I'd never seen before in any kind of theater.
So the Kabuki actors, to show a horse, they would have somebody on the front as the front legs and somebody on the back as the back legs. And then I guess somebody would sit on top of it. Look at it!
We're also learning how they make sound effects in Kabuki. For making frog noises, they take two shells and rub them together to make frog noises. This one I don't get. Shake the hibiscus to make the sound of the twitter of sparrows. I would say cicadas, maybe.
Maracas.
And then beat the small bells softly to make such beautiful sound effects of flying butterflies. Ah, imagine butterflies flying through the air. Now we're on top of a garden that is built right directly on top of like the famous Kabuki stage in Tokyo. Yeah, it's a really nice garden. And while we were in there, like you saw us playing music and stuff, we got to go up on the stage, and it was a smaller fake stage. It's not actually as played anymore, but the floor is from the fourth time, I guess, the Kabuki stage downstairs was built. And so there's still holes in it and everything that they said was where they nailed in the scenery from the plays. And then you got to go inside of the room where they would make the sound effects. So it's like the seashells that we showed, but also we got to play on the drums that you saw and whatnot. So it was kind of a cool interactive play where we really got to learn a lot more about these Japanese historical plays. So thanks so much to the lady who gave us the free tickets, because we really enjoyed ourselves. Yes. Okay, so we're coming out of a souvenir kind of area. You know, walked past a little bakery shop, and this lady was handing out free samples. I wish I would have gotten this all on video, because it was just like our Thai taste test video. She handed us a little sample on a toothpick, and I thought it was fudge with like nuts in it. And I put it in my mouth, and oh, I don't even know. And then I couldn't figure out what the flavor was. It was horrible.
It was like a bean paste.
A red bean paste,
yes,
is what she told us.
Which I've had before. My mom ate those a lot growing up in this little dessert. But
when you're expecting fudge with nuts and you get red bean paste, I still have some touch in my mouth that I'm afraid to pull out on top of my tongue. So we need to find a coffee shop to get us something to wash this flavor out, because it's horrible. Alright, so we showed up to the restaurant early for dinner, so we walked around, we found that bookstore and some other little places. So now we're going back to the restaurant because it's time for dinner to meet our host there and have our first taste of ramen.
So do you want to like explain how you do it?
This is to show how much you appreciate the huge menu.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Everybody can see what we eat. Alright, so we are back from eating ramen. You can see our hosts were showing us how to compliment the chef by slurping our noodles up. And so then we walked back to the house, and I can't believe this, but one of our hosts is 86 years old, and he rode his bike, and it's about a 15-minute walk, but he rode his bike by himself all the way up to the house. So these guys are incredible. Yes, what they can do at their age.
I want to be like them when we're 86.
Yeah. So anyway, so now we are back at the house, and we talked for a little bit in the kitchen, but we're going to call it a night and get ready. Tomorrow's going to be an exciting day. We have a lot of events with children coming over for English lessons.
And they have a Skype church service, and we're going to go eat sushi. So my first sushi in Tokyo. I'm so excited. Yes.
And then tomorrow evening, there's supposed to be a group of about 30 people, I think, coming over.
Yeah, it's like a potluck party.
Yeah, so
we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm excited.